Welcome to Stone Cold Classics, and today we have an Italian beauty in the showroom. This is a Lancia Flaminia 2.8 3C Touring Superleggera. What does that all mean? Well, 3C means this car's got the 3 carbs, and it's 2.8. There were 2.5s as well. So there's the 3C badge on the bonnet. Superleggera means lightweight, and Touring is the coach builder, which is right in there. Is the coach builder that made this car. Well, certainly designed it and did build it. So on the production line, these cars shared the line with the Maserati 3000 GT. Very similar looking car. Again, designed by Touring. The Aston Martin DB5s were touring cars as well, the Superleggeras anyway, and you can see there's a common look to them, so much so that if you watch the Italian job very carefully, when they throw the Aston Martin Volante over the road in Milan, in the Alps over Milan, it's not an Aston Martin DB5, it's a Lancia Flaminia dressed up to look like a DB5, and it's obviously got the similar hood scoop. Didn't make many of these cars, around 300 we think. There was a few more 2.5s, and this is the GTL, which means it is a 2+2. I'll have a look inside the car in a minute, but it's got 2 small rear seats for tiny people. They did do a GT, which was a 2-seater, and they did a convertible as well. Only the convertibles ever came in left-hand drive. We think only, right-hand drive. We think only 3 of those were right-hand drive. So you're not really going to find you certainly won't find a GTO in right-hand drive. So they're all left-hand drive. This car has got an amazing history. It is anecdotal, but it's been passed down from the American/Mexican owner. When the car was purchased and brought into this country in 2015, it was previously owned by a chap in Mexico who had it restored. And he has the story with the car, and I'm going to read it from the sheet that comes with the car, and while I'm reading we'll have a little walk around. So it's a barn find survivor, it says on this sheet. It's hard to imagine that this beautiful car, one of only 300 Flaminia GTL 3Cs with aluminium 2+2 touring body and with the larger 2.8 V6 with triple Webers, was discovered in 2002, engineless and vandalised, in a lockup in Maryland, USA, where it languished for 30+ years. The person who discovered it was employed by a firm of lawyers to identify various properties owned by the estate of a local recluse. Agent was so captivated by the car, he asked to accept it in part payment for his fees, and this was agreed. So previous to that, this car was believed to have been driven up until around 1970, when there was an engine issue and the engine was taken out. Unsurprisingly, he did not expect to easily find the correct engine for it, and decided to explore the possibility of fitting an American V8, as the Americans tend to do. In the meantime, his wife, also working in the deceased estate, found an envelope amongst his possessions marked Lancia. Inside was a bill dated 27 years earlier for the engine work and carburetor overhaul in the princely sum of $450. Inquiries to trace somebody with knowledge of the workshop, long since closed and subsequently redeveloped, led to our man to a nearby house. It turned out that the lady who answered the door was a daughter of the workshop owner. Tongue-in-cheek, she asked about the Lancia engine and did she know what her father had done with it. She said, "Hang on a minute, I'll go and get him." So a 93-year-old man came to the door, and when asked about the engine, he said, "It's in the garage, perfectly preserved, and the original engine and carbs." "Would you sell it?" asked our man or woman. "No, but you can have it if you pay my bill, as it was never paid." The car was reunited with its engine, enjoyed for a few years, sold and then beautifully restored in Mexico in 2010. The work is fully documented with photos and invoices, which we have with the car still. Sold to a UK dealer in 2012. 2016, the owner took it to the Goodwood Festival of Speed and it duly won Best in Class. Judged an award presented by the late Sir Sterling Moss. We have a picture of that. Sir Sterling presenting an award to this car. I'm not sure if it was Best in Show. I think everybody got an award. I think it was one of those deals, but nevertheless, it was at the Goodwood Revival in 16 and was one of the cars of the show. So let's have a look inside. This car, interestingly, in the extensive history file we've got for it, the current owners, UK owners, have all had the car looked after by Omicron, very well-known Lancia specialist in this country. And what was interesting going through the file is almost all of the parts that the Mexican restoration required were purchased from Omicron and sent over to Mexico. So there's a huge amount of Omicron in this car. So that's always going to be a good thing. Interior has obviously been refurbished. The whole car's been refurbished, but it was a white car with, we believe, black interior. So it's had a colour change to this lovely blue, and obviously the beautiful toffee coloured leather. Lots of originality in the car. We know this was all, the door cards were all refurbished, but these chrome bits down here are original. Obviously all the bits you just can't get any more original, like the door posts and kick panels and stuff like that. Have a look inside. We've got the beautiful dials still there in the car. It's got 88,000 miles on the clock, which, considering the story that comes with the car, is possible. It's true. It's a real number, but I certainly wouldn't warrant that. There's a little crack in the Lancia hub on the steering wheel there, but the wheel is in beautiful condition otherwise. We've still got these incredible bits of originality, so touring mats there, which, you know, be impossible to replace now, I imagine. Lovely carpet set. There's a lovely diagram in the folder, which was sent to the carpet maker to make an exact replica of the floors, and there's overmats and all sorts with this. These are the indicators here, up and down for left and right. All sorts of buttons and stalks, and everything works beautifully. The handbrake is under there, and that works lovely. There's a little lever under here for the engine, which you simply push to open. Up it comes. Everything works. It's got, Lancia were just the best in the world at this stuff, engineering wise, at this time. And you know, the sophistication of the car, the engineering, the suspension, the engine, the carbs, everything was just top class. Look at the way these doors, look at the door shuts of a car this old, just beautiful. So look under here. And there's the engine bay. Lovely 6-cylinder with the 3 carbs under there. Look, set up beautifully this car. Our friend Tim Bishop looks after this car at the moment, and has just rebalanced the clutch and done a load of little jobs on it that made it just run beautifully. He's an expert at just tinkering and whispering at cars and just making them better. Underneath the bonnet there, it's got this sort of underseal stuff to it, which is under most of the car, obviously put there for protection. It runs beautifully, and it's all rust free under here. Let's have a look at the wheels. These lovely wheel trims, stunning. Great big wheels, aren't they? They're just, you know, for a car of this age, that is a big wheel, really. 18165 R487S. What the hell does that mean? Yeah, old. So period correct Michelin's on the car. Damage wise, we are looking at a very great chrome everywhere. Very nice car. Unfortunately, there was a tiny bit of damage on this door where something has fallen on it in the garage. Let me see if I can focus in on that. There you go. I took that to my paint man, and he said, if I mess with that, I'm going to make it worse. And the only real solution is to paint the whole side of the car, which we do not want to do, obviously. So part of it's patina that. There's a tiny one there as well, minute. The rest of the car is unmarked. There's no rust bubbles, anything like that. Chrome is excellent. Some of this is stainless steel, but the chrome is bright and shiny. All the badges are present. Beautiful badges. American Lancia club sticker on the back there, fantastic. Let's have a look in the boots, takes 2 hands, so, excuse me. We've got some Lancia luggage in the boot. I'm going to say Lancia luggage, it's got Lancia badges on it. It doesn't necessarily mean it's been made by Lancia, but it's got Lancia badges on it. And these ones have got lovely picnic stuff in. It's like a little valise, that one, and this one is like a little picnic hamper with plates and so bring that around. Spare wheel is under here on another touring mat, and it's in perfect condition. There you go, look, little picnic hamper. Another Lancia badge up there. Doesn't mean I don't know if these are Lancia, whether someone just put those on, but they're like lovely anyway, lovely things to have. So there we go in the boot. You've got lovely chrome twin tailpipes. Again, listen to that thump. Beautifully made car, really well made. Great shut lines. Aerial on the back there. Again, down the side, this side lovely and straight. It's been at the 75th anniversary of Lancia. It was in the Lancia Motor Club in 23. And that's Bicester Heritage. Been there as well. Should we start her up? Let's start her up. Let's put this down. Do that properly. There we go. And look at that rear view mirror. Lovely bit of detail in there. And even things like the washers, look at that. Really intricate and pretty. This car's been photographed this morning, so it's not cold. So we might run on a little bit of choke, but not much. But I will show you how. It starts first time every time. Keys in my pocket. So I've got the keys. There we go. So, interesting way to start this car. Turn it all the way around. Listen to the fuel pump go. And you press on the key. There she goes. No choke at the moment, so she's running. Starts that easy. It's not warm. It's not cold either. But it does start beautifully. No issues, hot or cold. Listen to this. And then just idles beautifully. Fabulous. Let's turn that off. There we go. So there she is. Quick recap. I haven't mentioned the year simply because some of the documentation says, most of the documentation says 66. The V5 says 67. So we're just getting this confirmed now what the actual year is. But I believe it's the 66. It will be on sale in the next few days. If you like it, please go to stonecoldclassics.com. Check out the full description. There'll be a rather long description in there. We are just getting confirmation from Omicron on the matching numbers aspect of the car, engine and chassis. Like I say, at the moment that's anecdotal, but there's no reason to believe it isn't true. It's only been through a few hands. I think it's only had 3 owners in the UK, and one of those was the importer. And the previous owner was the chap who took it to Goodwood. So fully traceable UK history, and then previous to that it was the restoration in Mexico. While we are here, let's have a quick look at the document folder. We've got a repair shop manual there. There's the picture, laminated picture from Goodwood. It's a letter inviting the chap to Goodwood. And we've got some Flaminia books, all in Italian. There's another Lancia Flaminia book there. More sort of information on the car. all the bits that have been done recently by Tim, and then lots of bills in here from Omicron, lots of MOT certificates, and then this is stuff is from that's the you bring it into UK, the Nova, and then American title, and then this is the stuff from the restoration, so again all from Omicron from back in the day. And then there's bills all the way through it, so the chaps obviously had to pay as he went. Invoices from the Mexican restoration company. There's the diagram for the carpet, and then we've got this huge ream of description, all in Mexican or Spanish I suppose, for the restoration with invoices, and totted it all up, and then a lovely folder of beginning to end restoration, so white car to begin with. It didn't, looking through it, doesn't look like it's ever been particularly rusty, which is nice. And then as you go through, they've marked up every picture, so if you speak Spanish you're going to get a lot more from that than we have, but easy to translate I assume. And yeah, a lovely documentation of exactly what has been done with the restoration and how much of the car is original, which is quite a lot. I don't think it ever really fell into a terrible state of disrepair and was restored properly and at great expense, but it wasn't a basket case, I don't think. Always been inside, and I think it was abandoned when that engine went wrong on it, and amazing story of it being reunited with its original engine. So if you're interested in this car, like I say, please go to the website stonecoldclassics.com, check out the description and the photograph set. We're yet to set a price on this, in discussions with the owner, but it will be market appropriate. Probably will say on the ad, so please visit the site. If you like cars like this and you've enjoyed this video and me rambling on, I hope you have, please go to like and subscribe, and there's loads and loads of videos in the folders, lots of playlists as well for different manufacturers, from everything from modern stuff to stuff like this. It's one of the older cars we've had, but now we have our facility here, which is safe and secure and dry and pleasant. Then we can accept stuff like this, and when you come and visit us you can have a lovely cup of tea and sit down on the sofa and look at the toys, read some books, do all the paperwork, and enjoy some classic car surroundings whilst buying beautiful cars. Thanks very much for watching.